Good morning. This is Derek Dodge with Interstate Roofing, here conducting a repair attempt. We are here at the Barrera residence. It's the 14th of August 2024. We're on the front eastern slope. This is the first repair that we're going to do. 960 Clubland Way in Marietta, Georgia. So you can see that I have denoted the wind damage shingle with the X and identified the course that it's belonged to. So what we're going to be attempting today is a repair to see if this roof, the age and condition of it, will allow for repairs. The way to do that is to break the adhesive tar strips in the two courses above, removing the old nails, taking out the wind damage shingle, replacing it with a like and kind quality shingle, fastening the new shingle back to the roof, and then inspecting afterwards if there was any consequential damage that happened as a result of the repair. Keep in mind, of important note, there's currently no damage to the two shingle courses above, and I brought my trusty speed square out here. This is going to give us a baseline, so if you would like to, please take screenshots of this. Speed squares are used in construction to find angles. This is what's called the pivot point, so this would be 0. And as you can see right here, it says 45. So I am going to be lifting this wind damage shingle to a 45-degree angle so that you can have a baseline to see that I'm not lifting the shingles more than is necessary, and I'm not over manipulating them in the course of this repair. I'm doing everything with industry standard tools. I have a pry bar to break the tar strips and a magnetic roofer's hatchet. I do not use snakes. Roofers do not use snakes, and more importantly, State Farm doesn't get to tell me what tools I can use. So now that I've gotten that out of the way, we're going to put our trusty speed square down. You can see the pivot point is right there. We're going to put that at the base, and I am going to lift the shingle to 45 degrees. So that's what 45 degrees looks like. I do not need to lift this any more than this. I will never need to lift this any more than this throughout the course of the repair. You'll actually see me not lift it this high. So this is what 45 degrees looks like. I'm going to take a picture of what 45 and add that to the photo report. Now that I have gone through that, explained how I'm going to do the process, let's begin the repairs. So the first thing that we have to do is break the tar strips in these two shingles. No, you obviously don't have to break that one. Okay, now that the tar strips have been broken, we may remove the nails. Should put this glove on too. As you can see, I'm able to remove these nails. I'm not lifting the shingles more than is necessary. We're not seeing any damage that's happening to these shingles as a byproduct of using this tool. This is the proper tool to use. So now that I've removed the nails, it should be as simple as pulling that shingle out. So what I need to do is I'm going to have a photo report to go along with this as well. So I need to document this process. Overviews, close-ups. Go back to the GoPro. The angle is still good. Okay. Put this chuck in there so I can use the nails. We've got a Lichen Kind quality shingle. This is a 3-tab, 25-year shingle. Pretty close to color match. As close as we could get. Line that up with my chalk, make sure that the shingles line up with each other. That looks good. Yeah, that's it right there. So now that the tar strip's broken in this one, let's look and see what 45 degrees looks like. 45 degrees is right here. So I'm not going to be lifting the shingle more than that. It's not necessary to hammer these nails. I'm still able to lift the shingles less than a 45, get the nails where they need to be right on that sure strip. And with a magnetic hatchet, you can be parallel to the roof's pitch. So that's important too. Makes it easier for anyone, if they need to do repairs themselves, to get the nails out. Because normally when guys are building roofs, they're using a nail gun, and it's, you know, he's going like that, and it could change the direction of the nail. That's why sometimes it makes it more difficult to remove these nails, is because the way that they were installed. But with the magnetic hatchet, you're able to nail it right onto the roof the way that it was meant to, matching the pitch. Okay, one more nail. Okay. So now that that's done, I'm going to take overviews and close-ups of the installation, the new shingle. And we can see, at least on mine, I don't know yet if you can see it with the GoPro, we can see the consequential signs of damage. So, try to get the chalk out of there so it's easier to see. Okay. So let's look at, let's do a baseline, right? So this is a brand, get rid of those granules. So this is a baseline. I've heard some adjusters say that if you lift any shingle above a 45-degree angle, any shingle whatsoever, if you lift it above a 45, you're going to cause granule loss. The matting will fracture. That is not the case. That is not true. So let's do that. This is a brand new shingle. We would assume that the matting has not fractured because it is a brand new shingle. Let's put our pivot point 45 degrees. Obviously, there's no fracturing. Let's go a little higher. Let's go to a 65-degree angle. We lift, you can see the tension as it's trying to, it slowly comes down. No fracturing whatsoever. So even at, that's like a 90-degree angle, we see no fracturing whatsoever. Now, with these shingles up here, what I'm doing when I look for consequential damage is, first thing I do is when I lift it, I look for tension. If there's tension, like there's pliability to the shingle, that's a quick way to figure out if something is fractured or not. So this feels like there's a little bit of tension, but it also feels a little bit like a sticky note, and I can see a crease going across the top. So if the matting is fractured, then it will cause the granules to dislodge. This is why we get creases. So if I rub my hands across the top, and I see that there is now a very clear crease. What this tells me is that the matting in this shingle has fractured. So this would be a fail. You can see right here, we've got creasing across the top. There's no tension whatsoever. It's like a sticky note flapping in the wind. Let's just go across to this one again. We'll just have a baseline of control. Absolutely no creasing, absolutely no granule loss. So we've got creasing here, we've got creasing here. You can see it already with the chalk. So it's like a sticky note. We've got clear creasing across the top. That one's fractured. This one is good. This one has tension in the shingle. There's no creasing. There was a little bit of granule loss, but that could have been from the hammering or whatever. But there's no creasing here, so this one's good. This one is also good. It's got good tension to it. I don't see any creasing across the top, and there's no granule loss. So these two are good. We get to this one. Again, no tension, sticky note, and you see the crease. So this is a fractured matting. This one seems, yeah. So we've got crease, 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 crease. So of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of 7 shingles in the courses above, 5 of them fractured in the process. So we say crease, 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 and these two are good. So we take overviews and close-ups. So what that will determine is that this slope failed in its repair attempt. We know that I did not lift these shingles above a 45-degree angle. I used proper tools and proper care. I explained the entire process as I was going. Nobody could say I rushed that. So in an effort to repair one tab of a wind damaged shingle, there has now been 5 more created. If the report of the initial repair estimate said we had 40 creased shingles, let's just say it was 40, let's just say it was 20. If there was 20, and in an effort to repair 5 more created, we just, even if, let's just say it's not always 5, let's say the law of averages makes it that 3 tabs are damaged in the course of the repair, then across 20 that would create another 60. So we can't cause more damage in an effort to repair the damage that happened. Now I know that State Farm does not cover age and condition. That is not why we're here. We are here because of a storm, and we are here because of storm damage, attempting to repair storm damaged shingles that State Farm acknowledged were storm damage. And in an effort to repair those storm damaged shingles, more damage was caused. So the only way to get the Barreras back to pre-loss conditions is a full roof replacement. I'm going to be doing another repair on a different slope so that we can extrapolate on another area whether or not this roof is repairable. That will conclude this repair attempt. If you have any questions or concerns, my contact information is located in the signature of my email. Please feel free to contact me whenever you need. Thank you so much. That will conclude this repair. Have a good one.